Wilson with Crafting My Style, and we are going to be showing you an elegant piece card for your Christmas card selections. Let me run you through what we'll be using in today's video. First up, I have the Ornate Holy Framed piece die set, and that's going to be the focal element of the card. And for a border, we're going to be using the Poinsettia corner border and tag, this piece in particular. A couple other items that we'll be using include the mounting cushion and the self-adhesive sticky sheets. We also will have the diamond sprinkles, which is from Cosmic Shimmer, and a couple of little accents here with the self-adhesive pearls in the cream color to match our card. We'll pop these over to the side here. Oh, one more. And we'll get started. So the first thing I want to do is I've got a piece of milk colored card and I'm going to use the border. Now this border comes in two pieces. You've got an outside and the decorative inside. I'm just going to be using the decorative insert for this one. Pop that into place and a little bit of tape. You want to hold it exactly where you want it. Tape that both sides and just give it a nice little tape on there. Bring over our cutting plates. Now on the borders, you want to run them so they go through the machine like this. So I'm going to turn my bottom plate, pop that on top and make sure it's all lined up nice and straight. Give it a pass and pop it back through. Let me check and make sure I got that little corner there. It was quite tight. Yes, I think we're good. Okay, and there we go. Run over it with the tool-in-one. Let's do a careful removal here with the tape. Pop that over there. And that one ripped a little bit on me, but I think we can reuse it again. Put that right back into our place, and we'll do a little quick tidy before we show you. There we go. So you can see the beautiful detail on that border. Now what I want to do is I want to add a sticky sheet to that so we can do some glittering. So I've got a small piece of that cut, and those sticky sheets come in a large A4 size, and you want to just use a little bit to cover what you want. So any of these extra little bits you have left over, save them. They're perfect for these kind of things. So let's get it started. Just give a nice little edge. So I've got a backing sheet on both sides. I'm going to peel one off. Make sure you've got something that's going to resist underneath you. Don't put a piece of card under that. And from the back, I'm going to line this up as close to that edge as I can get it. Pop that right over the top, and I think we're perfect there. Put that over and use the backing, the waxy side of this, and just make sure it's all adhered really nicely there. And bring in a piece of copy paper. Put that underneath, and the diamond sprinkles over the top here. Just give it a nice little burnish into place. Okay. Tap it back off and put the excess back into your container so there's no waste. There we go. So now you've got a really pretty glittery border there that's going to just kind of grab your eye but not overwhelm it. So now the other thing about this card is I wanted to use this Ornate Holy Frame piece die, but as you can see, it's a little bit small for there. There's a lot of extra space. So what I thought I would do is show you how you can kind of increase that a little bit with this card. So first thing I've done is I've cut this twice out of the milk card, and I'm going to just crisscross these. So a little piece of mounting foam on the back. That will do the trick. Find my scissors hiding. Oops, there they are. Peel that off and just cross these so they line up side to side and top to bottom. So you have what looks like almost a square piece here. So I can go ahead and put that sort of like that in the center, but what I want to do is expand that out. So I've cut a few more of these. I've got another one in milk, and I've got one in gold. So what I'm going to do is bring in my cutter, and we're going to cut these in half. Just lay that right on the edge. Cut that one. Bring this one in. Cut that one as well. Okay. So now what I can do is I can just make these go a little bit out from the edge. I'll use a bit of tape on either side. And I can line this up, oops, so it just goes over it ever so slightly like that. Do the other side here. Bring my other milk colored one in there. Line that up ever so slightly there. So now I'm kind of building that up a little bit, and I wanted to give it a nice little gold accent. And because the gold tends to show a little bit more, I'm going to tidy up this spot right here on both sides. Just take off the top of that loop a little bit so it looks more finished. Pop some tape onto these. That should be enough to grab that. Right about there. And one more piece on this side, a little bit closer. And bring this one in and just try and center it about the same spot. So we've got a piece that's going to fill up that area now. So go back, bring a larger piece of mounting foam over that, peel that off, pop that into place. So now we have something that's more balanced with our border. So I'm going to go ahead and put that into place on the card here. And I've got just a little bit of a backing mat that I've done. I just think it finishes it off really nicely to have a little tone on tone. So I'll pop that down in between my piercing first. There we go. And remember this piece, I had the backing piece from the other bit of the sticky sheet there. I'm going to peel that off because I can actually use that. And then we'll center that in the middle, and then I'll give you a quick measurement on the size I've used here. That right down about like that. And that piece there was 6.5 by 6 inches. So you can kind of sort of see where we're going from this. So the next thing I've done is I've taken the inside die from this piece set, and I've cut a little mat for my phrase. Got some mounting foam on the back of that. I'm going to pop that into place right in the middle, and that will give a really pretty little decorative backing for my words. And again, I've done the piece out of the gold to kind of tie in the colors, and I've done several of them and just glued them together so you've got something that's stacked up a little bit. There's a couple reasons for that. It gives you some nice dimension. It's obviously too small for mounting foam, but it also makes it a lot more stable so it won't bend out of place and whatnot. So we'll pop a little bit of glue on the back of this. And you can use the regular Cosmic Shimmer Tries Clear Glue, or the little fine liner is absolutely perfect for this. Get some glue onto all my letters there, and let me get that bottom little corner there. Get that down nicely. Pop that into place. Oops. There we go. Give that a second to set up. And one of the other things in this set are these little hollies, and you've got some little swirls, just little accent pieces you can use. So I've gone ahead and cut a couple of those little hollies. I've added a tiny little pearl to them. Let me pick them up here. And we are going to just add them up in the corner, with a little bit of that glue. There we go. Just gives you a nice tiny little accent up here to bring all of it home. And there. And the only other thing that I would do with this, and it would take a few minutes, but I'll explain, is just put some little pearls into the center of those poinsettias so you have one that looks just like this. But I think that's just such a pretty card, very easy. You could do this in batches for your holiday card making. I think it's absolutely gorgeous. hope you've enjoyed today's video and joined us on our YouTube channel again.